Now to Myanmar, and the U.S. has stepped up its condemnation of the situation there, saying it's, quote, repulsed by the ongoing use of lethal force against protesters. Two officials from the overthrown NLD party have died in police custody since Monday. There have also been new raids targeting independent journalists, but each day the protesters show the sacrifices they're prepared to make for a return to democracy.
A moment of peaceful defiance. Sister Anne Rosa Nutong knelt in front of riot police in her hometown in Myanmar's north, saying she was prepared to die to save protesters. But minutes later, protests turned violent as police attempted to disperse crowds. Protesting has become increasingly dangerous as police and soldiers have used tear gas, rubber bullets and live rounds on crowds. Last night in Yangon, residents defied an 8 p.m. curfew, taking to the streets to show solidarity with hundreds of protesters trapped by authorities. Police fired stun grenades at the gathering supporters. Finally, the trapped protesters were allowed to leave. When the sun rose, protesters marched once again. In Mandalay, they carried makeshift shields but stayed for only a few minutes, a change in tactics to avoid another violent reaction from the authorities. At night, we couldn't sleep. Actually, we don't want to go out, but we are going out anyway. So we've been going out for 22 days, and we haven't rested yet. We are going out every day. We keep fighting for the fallen heroes. We will fight until we win. The military also attempted to suppress the spread of information, revoking licenses for media outlets and detaining journalists.
From the day one military coup on 1st February, they pulled the plug off our signal on digital terrestrial broadcast system, but we managed to report back on satellite and also on social media. On top of that, we already got 2 journalists arrested, one in May and one in Pay. And just now, there are 2 other senior journalists got arrested in Yangon recently.
Protesters say they will continue to gather across the country, daily acts of defiance in the face of mounting risks to their lives and freedom.
Well, for more now, I'm joined by Tinza Shunle Yi, a pro-democracy activist in Yangon in Myanmar. Thanks for being with us. I understand you've been out demonstrating today. You and the other protesters know that the army's prepared to use violence against you. Dozens have been killed. How does that affect you?
When they kill people out on streets, we have a mixed feeling. The first is kind of being scared, like what they could do to us. They are able to kill us, bluntly. So this is the first feeling. And the second feeling, we feel anger. We feel anger that they've been doing this for so many years, not just to us, to the Rohingya people, to the ethnic minorities for so many years. So that, we have that mixed feeling. But in the end, we decided to be determined, stay committed to the cause, the revolution. Many of our comrades, they were being killed. So we couldn't lose this momentum, so that we decided to keep out going out on the street to protest on a daily basis. Yeah.
Now, you used the word revolution there. Do you believe that your protests and the civil disobedience going on in Myanmar will lead to a reversal of the military coup?
So right now, people, for the first few weeks after the coup, then it was more like an anti-coup protest. But now, when these things escalate, and also when the violence escalate, we are so sure that we are going for a revolution. Not just one revolution. We are doing uprisings against the political deadlock as well as the cultural deadlock. So we are doing cultural revolution and political revolution. So we don't think the military will just, give up what they have done and say, we surrender you. We have to fight, so that we have already made a decision and already chosen a radical path, to keep on going to form our own government. So now the leading party is just form a government, and we are supporting that. Also, they are in negotiation with the political dialogue with all the stakeholders inside the country without military. This is a rare moment for us. We don't think about the military inclusion anymore.
So is this a democratic revolution?
Yes, it was not just about democratic. We are all marching together towards a federal democratic nation. So we are looking forward to draft a new constitution that can guarantee democratic rights, our basic rights, and the federal rights for all the ethnic minority in the country. So we all are now having political dialogue with the ruling party, the legitimate government, and with the ethnic minorities.
Shinza Shunlet Yi in Yangon, thank you very much.